Without clearly articulated financial goals, you'll never seem to be able to get ahead and feel that you've been successful with money. Hello and welcome to Practical Personal Finance, where you get the information you need to understand and succeed with money. I'm Andrew Shear, and your ability to set and achieve financial goals will have a direct impact on how successful you become with money. So today I'm going to help you understand what financial goals are, give you some examples, and teach you how to set amazing financial goals for yourself. Stick around until the end for my all-time favorite quote about goal setting. If you're ready to succeed by achieving your goals, then give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. You're about to learn something new about money. Achieving your financial goals. It's a phrase I hear all the time in advertisements for banks and investment brokerages. So recently I got to thinking about what financial goals really are. I did some research and it turns out they're a lot like regular goals. There's a finish line you want to reach and something you want to achieve by reaching that finish line. Nothing embodies the spirit of a goal quite like running a marathon. You train for months and months, preparing your body. Race day comes, and after 26.2 miles, you literally cross a finish line as you reach the goal you set out to accomplish months earlier. There's nothing quite like it. The only thing that makes a financial goal different is that there's money involved. Financial goals are often classified by how long it takes to achieve them. There are short-term financial goals, which should be accomplished in a year or less. Then there are mid-term financial goals, which might take 1 to 5 years to complete. And finally, there are long-term financial goals, which I think of as anything that will take me longer than 5 years to get done. I feel it's important to have all three types of financial goals, short, mid, and long-term. I also feel it's important that your goals complement each other, and that achieving one of your goals won't come at the expense of another. Some examples of short-term financial goals are getting an emergency fund in place, saving up for a nice vacation, or getting a credit card completely paid off. Mid-term financial goals are things like becoming completely debt-free, saving up and paying cash for a car, or getting a down payment together and purchasing a home. Some common long-term financial goals are saving for retirement, paying off your mortgage, and funding your child's college education. There are many definitions for what makes a great goal, but I believe it comes down to your goals having 4 attributes. Your goals should be specific, they should be measurable, they should have a deadline, and achieving them should be completely in your hands. Let's break those down one by one so you have a good understanding of what makes a great goal. First, your goals should be specific. When you're setting a goal, it helps to be as detailed as possible about what you would like to accomplish. One of the mid-term financial goals I mentioned earlier was saving up and paying cash for a car. Well, what type of car? An SUV or a sedan? What brand? What model? What year? What trim level? You could be saving up for a brand new Tesla Model S, or you could be saving up for a 15-year-old Ford Taurus. There's a big difference in what it's going to take to achieve that goal depending on the details. The more specificity you give your goals, the better. Next, your goals should be measurable. What gets measured gets managed. How will you know if you've succeeded and met your goal? Or when you're halfway there? Or if you're making any progress at all? Make sure your goal has some metrics attached to it. With financial goals, we're talking dollars and cents, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Let's say your goal is to save enough to fund your child's college education. You know you're going to need $40,000 to accomplish that goal. With that knowledge, it becomes easy to track your progress toward success. But without a number in mind, you would keep saving and never know when to stop. In addition to being specific and measurable, every goal needs a deadline. This is about answering the question, when will I accomplish my goal? Without a deadline, your goals are just dreams. Your deadline enables you to break your goals down into smaller chunks to help you understand the steps you need to take to ultimately cross the finish line. It's what allows you to make a plan. Let's say your goal was to get one of your credit cards paid off. The balance on the card is $1,800. You give yourself a deadline of 6 months from now. That dream of getting rid of your credit card debt just turned into a math equation. $1,800 divided by 6 months means you need to pay off $300 per month in order to make this happen. Last but not least, your goals need to be yours. You need to have the power to take the actions that lead to success. You can't be waiting around for someone else. If your goal was to get an emergency fund in place, that's all on you. No one else is going to deposit money into your savings account every month. And if you're waiting around for someone to do it for you, you're going to be waiting a long time. You need to grab the bull by the horns and do it yourself. There's one final piece of advice I have for you when it comes to your financial goals. And that advice is to write them down with an actual pen on an actual piece of paper. Then put that paper in a place you'll see every day. The act of writing down your goals makes them real. You're taking a thought and beginning to make it a reality. What makes financial goals so powerful is the cascading effects that achieving them can have on your life as a whole. Without financial goals, you're going to feel lost, like a hamster in a wheel. But with them, you'll be able to live your life with a sense of purpose. That's why my favorite quote about goal setting is from the great Yogi Berra. If you don't know where you're going, you might wind up someplace else. What are some of your financial goals? Short, mid, or long term? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, you might like learning about the one habit that changed my life. Click right here to watch. And if you're not already a PPF subscriber, you can change that by clicking right here. As always, thanks for watching. I'm Andrew Scheer, and I'll see you next time.